Hey stock market traders, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Carl with a K. And I've been trading stocks and options online since the mid-1990s. If you're here to learn about trading or to figure out if a stock or options course on YouTube is worth the money, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. On Monday, June 22nd, 2020, I signed up for David Jaffee's Best Stock Strategy Alert Service. The cost for this service is $19 for a 7-day trial, then $349 per month. I'm taking this course to share my experience. I want to make it clear that I am not giving away any proprietary information about Best Stock Strategy Alert Service. And I'm going to give my personal experience and opinion over taking the course on a daily basis over a 2 to 3 week period. As soon as I got into the alert service, I uploaded an app on my iPhone called WhatsApp. The app is pretty popular, so many of you may be familiar with it. The way I understand it is that it is an app where someone can send a text to multiple people at once, kind of like Twitter, but it's texting. From what I gathered, I will receive screenshots of his trades on WhatsApp in real time, and I can then just copy his trades. I will set up a $25,000 paper trading account and do my best to follow his trades. I did not take a course to be able to follow the trade alerts, although David Jaffee does have a course, but I don't see anywhere where David recommends a course as a requirement in order to follow his alert service. This service claims to sell option premium on large cap companies. One of the things that makes me leery about this is that David Jaffee is picking a direction of the underlying. In other words, he's looking to predict the future by betting that a stock will go up or go down. David Jaffee piqued my interest because he is constantly calling out competitors as a scam. And I think I should take a closer look at what he is doing. Maybe he is a scam. I look forward to following his alert service and sharing my experience. The following are daily recaps of week 2 of David Jaffee and Best Stock Strategy Alert Service. Today is Monday, June 29th, 2020. This is Carl Dahm with the Real P&L channel. It is day 6 with David Jaffee and the Best Stock Strategy Alert Service. So David called out a couple trades today. The first one was Facebook at 6:34, which is just right after the market opened. He went with the July 24th 165 put. You can see that one's up for the day, even in one day. And then second one he called out today happened around 11:52, so it was just about an hour before the market closed. He called out Microsoft, the 10th of July, 212.5 call that he called out to get short. So both of those are doing okay, but the real thing that happened today is the volatility came in significantly by about 8.5%, and you can see that Apple came in nicely, $1,000, and JPM, an existing trade, came in a little bit. So overall, the account really is doing well compared to Friday. It's actually up about $1,140. And overall, the account's up by $138 now. So you can see that, boy, it just takes a day and everything just kind of comes together. We'll see what tomorrow looks like, but the volatility, when it contracts, these type of positions come in nicely in profit. But we haven't profited yet. You know, we still have open positions, so I'm waiting for Dave to call out the close on these guys. And we'll see when he wants to do that. Now, remember, on June 22nd, my starting P&L was $25,000, and today it's $25,138. And I look forward to coming in tomorrow on Tuesday. Just remember, any legitimate instructor will let you track their total portfolio P&L. Today is Tuesday, June 30th, 2020. This is Carl Dahm with the Real P&L channel. It is day 7 with David Jaffee and the Best Stock Strategy Alert Service. So what happened today? Today, early on, about 10 minutes after the market opened, David called out to sell a Tesla call on the June 10th expiration, the 1480 call, to sell that to open. And I kind of knew this going in, but I went ahead and went to place the trade here, that I didn't have enough buying power. So I only had about $3,000 in buying power, and I knew I would not have enough to fill that order. So it looks like I kind of, with the $25,000 account, kind of hit my limit. But that's again, because I hit Apple with 3 and 3 here. Maybe if this is 1 and 1, it's possible I might be able to get that Tesla order filled. But because of the fact that I was running out of buying power, I wasn't able to fill that order, which is fine. I'd obviously prefer to be able to fill it. And then later on in the day, about 3 hours after the market opened, he called to close out the Facebook put. And that one we just sold yesterday morning, and we just bought back today. When he went to call out to buy it back, he got a pretty good price, about 45 cents. I put in my order for 45 cents, and it sat for about an hour. And then I realized, I need to fill this order. I don't want to get stuck with it. So I went ahead and filled the order at 52 cents. So I didn't get quite as good as a fill as David did on the exit. I did get actually a better fill on the entry. But one of the things I kind of learned here is how to deal with this service is that I would, me personally, when I'm opening a trade, I want to get as good as a price as David or better. So I won't take the trade if I don't. But when it's time to exit, there's a possibility that I won't get as good of a trade or a price as David, but I need to exit right away. I don't want to take any chances. So even if you get the alert, you go in to make the trade, me personally, I would recommend just filling the order at whatever price you can get it at, because you've already made a profit on it. And a few dollars here and there is not going to make a big deal. So that was one of the things that I kind of learned about, one of the little tricks of the trade there, of how I would handle it. And overall, very good day, $334. So volatility came in a bit, the prop market went up. It's actually recovering pretty nicely this week. Last week it was down, but this week doing quite well. So remember, I started with my P&L of $25,000 on June 22nd. So today's Tuesday, so it wasn't yesterday, but the Monday before that, I started with $25,000. And today I have $25,503. So we're doing pretty good. And don't count your eggs before they hatch. We have not closed some of these positions out, so we don't want to take that for granted. But we are up $500 in 7 days, or 7 trading days, I should say. Okay, well, I look forward to coming in tomorrow on Wednesday. And remember, legitimate instructors will let you track their total portfolio P&L. Today is Wednesday, July 1st, 2020. This is Carl Dahm with the Real P&L channel. It is day 8 with David Jaffee and the Best Stock Strategy Alert Service. Today, David did push out one trade. It was about an hour after the market opened. As soon as I saw the alert for the Tesla call to sell the call naked, I knew I didn't have enough buying power. So I did not place the trade, which is fine. And then another thing that David talked about today was that the market was kind of settling in a little bit, and that there's no real opportunities that kind of jump out at him. So it's best to just be patient. So we can see that what happened today, a couple of the positions, some of the options are losing value. There's some theta or depreciation going on there. You can see that the account is up about $82 for the day. And overall, I started last Monday, not 2 days ago Monday, but the Monday before that, with $25,000 in the account. Now I have $25,597. So I look forward to coming in tomorrow on Thursday. Now remember, legitimate instructors will let you see their total portfolio P&L. Today is a market holiday, but this video represents Thursday, July 2nd, 2020, and this is Carl Dahm with the Real P&L channel. It's day 9 with David Jaffee and the BestStockStrategy alert service. This day 9 represents the end of the 2 weeks for the alert service. I do have 3 positions that are still open. So because it's the end of the alert service, I'm going to stay on just long enough to close these positions out. I will not open any more positions. So what happened on Thursday? So what happened was that David sent out an alert. He did close a position, which must have been older than 2 weeks because I was not in that position. He did kind of give a little bit of a market commentary, but he did not recommend opening anything new today. And you can see my positions. This Apple call, this 385 call, it's expiring worthless, which is good. So we don't need to worry about closing it out. And so we've got 3 more positions left, and I'm going to just hang around and wait for to get the go-ahead to close these out, and then I will be done with the alert service. If you recall, my starting P&L was $25,000 on June 22nd, and today, day 9, the account is worth $25,773. I don't have a final P&L yet until these 3 positions are closed out. And once I do that, I'll be able to do some calculations. We'll see what kind of returns I received under the alert service in a 2-week period. So I will not make a video for day 10 or anything like that. I will just only come in and make a video when I get to go ahead to close some of these out. So remember, legitimate instructors will let you track their total portfolio P&L. Today is Monday, July 6th, 2020. This is Carl Dahm with the Real P&L channel. It's day 10 with David Jaffee and the BestStockStrategy alert service. Today is just a day where I'm going to show that I closed a trade. I'm not going to open anything new. I've been with the service for 2 weeks. That was my time limit on how long I wanted to stay, but I do have to close out a few trades that are left behind. So today David called out to close out Apple at 23 cents. So I put in 23 cents there and got the position closed out. So I have no positions here on Apple. I just have JPM and Microsoft left to close out. So I'll be waiting for an alert from David for those 2 stocks. My starting P&L was $25,000 on June 22nd, 2020, and today my P&L is $25,851. So remember, legitimate instructors will let you see their total portfolio P&L. Today is Tuesday, July 7th, 2020. This is Carl Dahm with the Real P&L channel. It is day 11 with David Jaffee and the BestStockStrategy alert service. And again, I'm going to reiterate that I am looking to just close out positions or roll if we need, because David put out a alert today to roll Microsoft. So you can see here that I closed this 212.50 short call, and I exchanged it for, in the same expiration cycle, for a higher strike call, the 215 call, and it cost me $1.06. So in order to compensate for that cost, he went ahead and recommended that we sell the 207.5 put, and I got 94 cents for that. So you can see this cost me maybe 10 or 12 cents to move this up to a higher strike to make it a safer play. So now with Microsoft, we are in between the 207.50 and the 215 call, and they expire in a couple days, 3 days it looks like. And Microsoft is currently trading at 208.25. So that was the adjustment for today on day 11. Remember, any legitimate instructor will let you see their total portfolio P&L. Today is Friday, July 10th, 2020. This is Carl Dahm with the Real P&L channel. It is day 12 and the final day with David Jaffee and the BestStockStrategy alert service. I stopped opening trades last week, so I gave this final 5 days here just for closing trades. And we did get an alert from David to close Microsoft here. So we took profits on that. Now, I still have this JPM short put open, but I'm going to consider it closed. I should have closed it out today. I had a few things going on. I couldn't get to it. But just consider that closed out because I would have got that price there. So I'm going to look at the account as if I've closed everything. You can see that this is basically being involved with the alerts and opening trades for the first 2 weeks, and then using the third week to just kind of close everything out. And this is kind of the end of the third week, but I really didn't follow this last week. I just closed things out that needed to be closed on positions that I had open. So one thing you can learn here is if you want to get out of an alert service, you're going to have to give it a little bit of time because you want to know when to close things out. So now, just looking at the overall picture, you can see that being with the alert service for 2 weeks, you can see I started with $25,000 and I have $26,007. So that's pretty good profits. I'm going to do some calculations here. Okay, so I have a profit of $1,007. I started with $25,000. Made 4% in about a 2-week period is what I'm going to call it, which is really excellent returns, and that's what you can expect with this type of service. And I will get into my bottom line. That'll be the next video. My bottom line. Do I actually recommend this service? I'm going to answer that question in my final video. So remember, if you want a legitimate instructor, they will share their P&L with you. So that wraps it up for the final week, which is week 2 with David Jaffee and the BestStockStrategy alert service. I spend about a minute per day maintaining this account, and 2 or 3 days out of the month I spend about 15 to 20 minutes a day when I actually need to take off and put on new positions. If you're interested in how I manage my account, you can learn the 12 principles that I use. Also, you can learn about my trade structure in my book called A Portfolio for All Markets, which is available on Amazon and Audible. And I left a link below to my book in the description.